guys, today we are in the 2018 Ford Mustang. This is the Performance Pack Level 2, which is basically meant to slot in between the Mustang GT and the Shelby GT350. It's also one of the best sounding Mustangs I've ever driven. You can see here walking around, we have some massive 19-inch wheels wrapped in 305/30/19 Michelin Sport Cup 2 tires, big 6-piston Brembo brakes up front, some aero bits in the front and the rear just for a little bit of extra downforce. This is definitely a more track-oriented package. Comes with specifically tuned magnetic dampers, stiffer spring rates, and all said and done, the Level 2 package is about $6,500. Pretty good deal. You'd struggle to do better in the aftermarket. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a street drive on this, and not even getting near the limits unfortunately, but you'll get a chance to hear it. This has the active exhaust. You can turn it down, you can turn it up. We're going to leave it up because why would you want to quiet this beautiful exhaust note? It sounds amazing. This Mustang also has the 373 limited slip differential. The red line for this 5-liter V8 is 7,400 RPM. It gets way up there. This thing revs to the moon for not being a flat plane crank like the GT350. It has 460 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Not blistering amounts of power, but it feels really good and really balanced for the amount of grip that this package has. Shifting here just to give you a taste of that exhaust. This shifter is sweet, very typical Mustang. It's nice and notchy. Takes a little bit of muscle to throw between gears. You'll notice a little bit throughout this video that there's some tram lining on the uneven parts of the road. This is pretty much just a side effect of those super wide 305 front tires. When I drove this car, I was actually a little bit disappointed in the steering feel. It's pretty vague on center, and once you get into some corners, there's not a lot of feel there either. The saving grace, though, is that there's a ton of grip. Like I said, we're not even going to be getting close to the limits in this video, but the amount of cornering force that the suspension and tire setup puts out is unbelievable, and some of the lap times that other publications have put out on this car definitely attest to this having some amazing grip. Over some of the larger bumps, you do get a pretty harsh reaction from the suspension. It's a little bit jarring, but otherwise the ride quality seems pretty good until you hit something big. Brakes feel good, there's a ton of bite, not a ton of feel from the pedal, but they're pretty forceful. Alright, so how can we sum this car up? First of all, I think this thing looks amazing. The Performance Pack 2 visual enhancements are beautiful, the styling is amazing, the wheels look awesome, the extra little aero bits really add a lot to this car's appearance. From a driving perspective, this thing has a ton of potential. There's a lot of capability here. It's just a nice, well-rounded package. However, for how capable this car is, I found it to be a little bit of a distant driving experience. The inputs, the steering feel, the brake pedal feel, the clutch feel, everything is a little bit numb. It's a little bit soft and distant. Maybe this is to dial out some of the effects from the really wide front tires. I'm not entirely sure, but ultimately I was left a little bit disappointed from just the driver feedback for such a high performance and performance-oriented car. Personally, I would rather swing for a GT350. I think it's just a little bit better of an overall package. If you can afford the extra cash for it, I would go for that. But this is a really, really, really nice looking car and a very good option if you want something in between the GT350 and that has just a little bit more style and aggressiveness and track capability than just the standard Mustang GT. If I were building a Mustang GT that I was just going to daily drive and take on the track occasionally, it would probably end up something exactly like this. But other than that, this is a pretty good car. The handling and the limits are incredibly high. I would love to get one of these on track someday and see what it can do. Alright guys, well that sums it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the soundtrack on this one. This V8 is really, truly something special to listen to. Take care guys. We'll see you later.